Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to answer all of your questions about how to open a YouTube channel, how I record my videos. We're gonna have a little chatty video. I'm gonna be giving you some tips and secrets, I guess. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing great. So today is a Sunday and I wanted to just sit down and have a little crafty video recording chat, I guess. So on this video I'm going to be answering your questions about how to open a YouTube channel if you don't have one, how to record, how did I get started, and how my channel has been growing. Maybe I can share a little bit of what I've done, so maybe that can help you a little bit as well. First thing that I'm going to be talking about is how to basically record my videos. Everybody knows how to open a YouTube account. So basically you create your email, and if you're watching this video, you pretty much have a YouTube account, I think. But how do you upload the videos is a different thing. The first thing that you need to, I guess, have in your mind before you even start recording is that nobody is perfect. Nobody starts knowing everything, and mistakes are going to be made along the way. So just keep on doing it, keep on trying it, and the more you do it, the better you will feel about it. I mean, if you go watch my videos from the beginning, I can't even watch those videos, but it is fun. It's all part of the learning process. I think when I made my very first video, I never imagined my channel will grow. I didn't have that projection in mind that this is something that I could probably be doing for a long time. And I can tell you that I absolutely love every minute of it. I love making albums. I love sharing the things that I'm learning with you, and I just love interacting with you. It's just such a beautiful community. Every time I read your comments, I try to answer back as much as I can. But yeah, so I highly suggest, if you already jumped that step and are already making your projects, cards, mini albums, anything, just go ahead and jump the next step and make a video about it. Share with all of us, and you'll see how this community is so open and so loving, knowing that there's somebody else out there that is going to be, looking at this project, and it's just such a beautiful thing. So what I use to record my videos is simply my cell phone. I've been doing, I think I have my YouTube channel for about 4 or 5 years now, and I always just done my phone. I'm sorry if you can hear snoring. Mia is sleeping. So I always just use my phone to record, and there's 2 reasons for that. Number one, I'm a person that I'm always on the go. As you know, I have 3 daughters, and before COVID started, I was always piano lesson, tennis lesson, ice skating lesson, you name it, we've done it, ballet. I mean, yeah, so it's always me getting home from work, driving here, driving there, and then the weekends will be like, again, tennis or volleyball or whatever, right? So I always make time for myself, and that is the time where I actually work on mini albums. And as my channel started growing, I used that time to record tutorials for you guys. And so the reason why I use my phone is because I will record those videos, and then when I'm sitting down in the car waiting for, volleyball practice or gymnastics or whatever, I'm usually just sitting in the car. A lot of these places don't let you sit in, and if I can go and sit in, I will go and sit in, but a lot of the times I'm just sitting in the car for an hour waiting for them, and that is when I am editing the video. So I just use my phone, all the videos that I had in there, and just edit. And that's why I like the phone instead of using a camera and then uploading it to your computer. I think that's just an extra step that, at least at this point, I don't want to take, because it would just require for me to actually sit down, and it feels more like office work, like record a video, then download, then sit in the computer and do it. It seems like way too many steps for me, so I like doing it on my phone. So I record, I edit whenever I have time. Now that I am not driving to lessons or things like that, I still do record on the phone, because if I am, I don't know, like cooking and I'm sitting down waiting for the pasta to boil, I am editing the video. So you don't have to buy any expensive equipment. You don't have to learn all this new technology. Just use your phone. If you have an iPhone or a Samsung, I started with a Samsung, and then I downloaded like a free video editor from Samsung, and it works so great that I got really used to that. So then when I switched to iPhone, for me it was like relearning how to edit the videos, and it was a lot different. But I mean, it's not completely difficult, right? So you just learn a new system. Probably if I was to go back to Samsung, it will take me a little bit of time to get used to their editor as well. Now there's a million free editors online, video editors, and then there's also ones that are a little bit more, you know, like they have more features, so you actually buy them. But what I use to edit my video is simply iMovie. So iMovie will help you do a little bit of editing. Now, if you don't want to do any edits at all, you can record one long video and just upload it, which is how I used to do my very first videos when I didn't even know how to edit. If you go watch my first video, it's just one video. I didn't know how to edit, and if I will make a mistake along the way, I will start from the beginning. So you could do that, but then learning the video editing software makes it a lot easier for you, because if you make a mistake, then you can stop and then just kind of like take that little section out and then continue going. So that's what I use. I use iMovie. Now iMovie doesn't have all of the fancy features, but there are ways that you can do things on iMovie by probably just taking 2 steps. So that's what I do. I do one edit, and then sometimes I want to add things here and there, and then I kind of have to like combine 2 edits, which is, anyway, there's a lot of free tutorials on YouTube here on how to edit, like how to do fancy edits on only using iMovie. So there are little tricks that they show you how to do, and once I discovered that, it was like, oh, that's great, like how to put a smaller little split screen on the side, or how to do like the text. Now iMovie keeps what is it called, reinventing themselves, so they come up with more features. So this new one that I have, I think I only have the iPhone 11, and it has a lot more features than the one that I had before. That is how I edit my videos. So then all you do is save it, and then you upload it to YouTube. It's super easy like that, and anybody can do it. It's free, of course. And so now, how to look a little bit more professional is to do a opening screen on YouTube. Like for example, when you see here my name, the first thing that comes up, and then an ending to your video. So those are 2 separate videos that I created myself. You can use an image, you can add your name with some pretty font, and then you save that little 5-second video, and then just reuse that all the time. And then when you're done editing your video, all you do is add one, you know, the opening, and then you add the ending video at the end. So simple as that. Now, how to get a little bit more views on YouTube? I really think one of the very important things to know and to do, and it does take a little bit more time than just editing the video, is creating a thumbnail. So that is a super important. I learned, and Mia just keeps snoring, I'm sorry about that. I've learned that by having that thumbnail, so a video that has a thumbnail compared to one that doesn't, it does make a lot of difference on the views. I don't know if it makes a lot of difference on how the YouTube algorithm work, if they recommend them more or not, but it just overall, it makes people want to click on that video. And when people click on that video, you know, YouTube reads that as, okay, this video is getting clicks, and then it just starts recommending that video a little bit more to people that like the same type of stuff, like people that like crafting, that like mini albums. So that is something that is really, really helpful. All I do basically is take a picture of my project, and then I use this other app. You can use any picture editor app to create your little thumbnail. So what I do, I use Pic Collage, which is not the most professional thing, but it's easy enough. I've been using it forever and I really like it. Again, they always come out with new fonts and new stickers. Mine are pretty plain, as you probably have seen, but they're right to the point. I have a picture of the project. I have a big text with what the project is about. If it's a tutorial, put it out loud. And so, and then you save that, and then when you are done uploading your video from YouTube, don't make it public right away. Go back and do a couple edits. So what I do is I save it private, then I will go back once it's done uploading, which could take somewhere between 15 minutes or 5 hours, which I've recently learned. But anyway, so you add that thumbnail. It will give you a little option to add your thumbnail. If you don't have a thumbnail, it will give you 3 different options. So basically, I think it's the first 10 seconds of your video, the last 10 seconds, and somewhere in between, and you can pick one of those. What I've learned from that is they're usually blurry because I think YouTube automatically takes a screenshot of your video at that specific time, and you can use any of those, but it's a lot easier for me to create my own and just add it in there. Again, I do all of these in my phone. I don't do anything more than that. And another little tip before you press you make that video public is go down on your YouTube menu and add tags. Tags are probably the second most important thing of your video, because without those tags, whoever is searching for a mini album or a tutorial or whatever it is you're making, your video is not going to come up if you don't have the tags added. And I've read somewhere that the more that you add, the better. Always put your channel name. I always put my channel name, but also be careful with misspells. For example, my name is Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking. I always put Rosa and Rose because a lot of people will search my channel as Rose. And so if I don't have it there, my channel wouldn't. If somebody just puts Rose Kelly, my channel wouldn't come up. I've learned that by Googling myself. Which brings me to another point. If you're setting up your YouTube channel name, make sure it's something easy to spell, easy for people to remember, and that is of course unique to you. So I didn't give my channel a lot of that. I had the Rosa Kelly, and then because I was gonna upload my first mini album, I just added scrapbooking at the end, and it's just kind of stayed. It's too late for me to change. If I would have thought about my channel growing, I probably would have come out with something a little bit more creative than that, but it's what it is, and it's my name. So but when I see all these beautiful names on YouTube that people actually give it a lot of thought, just make sure that they're easy to remember. The spelling is not too crazy, too weird, because YouTube won't, like, sometimes because you have a Z instead of a C, then your channel just won't appear on the search, and that's how it is. So yeah, so make sure that it's clear, make sure people can remember, make sure it's short enough, and that is theme oriented. Like mine says scrapbooking, so when people look at my channel, I guess they'll be like, okay, this channel is gonna be about scrapbooking, and so yeah. Once you have your channel set up, you started, like, you did all the steps, you have your beautiful thumbnail and you're adding your tags, then you say, well, I'm still not getting a lot of views. It takes a little bit of work to get your channel from 0 to something, and it wasn't my first priority when I started my channel, but once I started gaining, like, I think once I passed the 50, I was so excited. No, actually, let me take that back. Once I passed 11, because I had 11 subscribers for the longest time. And once I passed the 11 and I made it to 50, I was like, wow. Like literally 39 people that are not my closest friends are, you know, like subscribed to my channel. So to me, that was such a wonderful milestone. And I did a giveaway because I know that's what other channels were doing, and I think it was super fun. So I think that's what got me a little bit motivated to, oh, this is, you know, this is so fun. And let me give you a couple tips on how you can get your YouTube channel name out there, how you can, you know, make yourself a little bit more known. Again, I didn't do this purposely, but looking back, I can see that this is definitely what helped my channel grow. So number one is, of course, interaction. Be able to interact. If this is something that you love to do, if you are in YouTube watching, you know, other channels and you really like their work, make sure that you are interacting with that person. Make sure that you leave her a comment. I think by commenting on the person that you like watching a lot creates that connection, and so then your channel becomes known by that person that you watch. For example, me, I have discovered so many of you by just reading your comments, and then I click on your channel, and then I see that you also have a YouTube channel, and then I go in there and I like and I comment and I subscribe. So that's a great way to get yourself known. And then also, like, if it's possible to you, you can start doing a little bit of collabs, what we call it, a collab. So basically what it is two creators getting together and coming up with a project, and then I will say, please go visit her. She created, you know, the same type of project for you, the same type of tutorial. So then you kind of, like, somebody that has a bigger channel starts throwing subscribers out. You're not throwing, but you know what I mean, recommending, because everybody who is watching is really just anxious to get to know more people, and it's such an amazing type of interaction that, you know, they want to support new creators as well. And I've discovered that because I felt all that love coming into you know, creating my YouTube channel when I was brand new. So another way to get your name out there besides, you know, commenting constantly is participating. So when you see challenge giveaways or challenges in general, you might want to participate. What challenges does, and what has done to me, is to put my name out there in this community of crafters. For example, when I was brand new, when I was new on the channel, because I've been crafting before, but I didn't have the channel, and I will see these ladies have like pocket envelopes and loaded pockets and things like that. So I will participate on their challenge. I will create something for them and send it out. And that is a great way to get your name out there, because when these creators open what you sent, that is your opportunity right there to make a great impression for the viewer. And then they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need to go see what else she has created. So when I discover a new creator, a new channel, I always go on their channel. I not just subscribe, but I go look at all of their past videos. And you know, there's a lot to learn from everyone that you discover, not just the one new, you know, like the newest, but I always like to go back to their history to see what they're about. And of course I subscribe and just take a lot of inspiration. Inspiration is everywhere. So that is a great advice. When you see a challenge giveaway, and by challenge I mean you actually have to create something and mail it to them, and then they will open that in camera. So participating on these challenges will create also that, you know, relation to other creators as well. So I think that's, for me, has been one of the things that have made my channel grow at the beginning. And then once you start getting those subscribers, let's say you reach 100, oh my gosh, it's such a celebration. I think I celebrated 50 subscribers and 100 subscribers, because from the minute you open your channel, it takes a long time to get those 50 subscribers, to get the 100 subscribers. So I think I did giveaways for a lot of different milestones. And when you host your own giveaway, here's a little advice, especially if you are a new channel. don't host a challenge giveaway. Challenge giveaways, I think, are a little bit challenging, not just for the person who is submitting their entry, but for the person who is receiving their entry, because it takes a long time to get all the packages in, to open the packages, to record the videos, to edit the videos, to put it out there in a timely manner. It takes a long time. So sometimes by hosting these challenge giveaways, you could be actually shooting yourself on the foot, because the people won't want to participate with you again. So, and then also it could be too much work. So we all have busy lives, especially now with COVID, that there's a lot of like homeschooling and people just don't have a lot of time. People don't just have a lot of money to be, crafting as much. So by you creating a challenge, something that someone is gonna melt into you, it is money. It is, buying your supplies. Sometimes you buy your supplies and you want to keep it to yourself. So if you're trying to grow your channel, maybe that's not the best way to go. Maybe the best way to have a giveaway will be just having the most simple of the giveaways, which is leave a comment and be subscribed. If you're going for subscribers, that's what you're gonna be, that's, I think, my number one advice. That's what you're gonna have to do, because then you make it so simple. And then another thing that I did also is, like, if you refer a friend to my channel, you get 2 entries instead of just 1. And people love that, because now they're gonna share your channel. And for every person that comments on the video who is entering the giveaway, but that person's gonna say, oh, such and such recommended me, so that such and such will get 2 entries for every person that recommends the channel. So he or she is gonna be super motivated to share your channel so she can get more entries. So if that is a person who has a lot of, followers, that'll be great. And then that'll be a way for you to gain subscribers. So I think I had 2 of those type of giveaways. And that's something that I thought for myself. I didn't see it anywhere. But when I did that type of giveaway, I did notice the increase on the subscriber. And then there is, of course, the thank you giveaways. So the thank you giveaways, which are random giveaways that I like to throw out there, is just to keep people connected to you. They know they will have a reward. Obviously, they will take your inspiration, your projects, but you also have to give back. You have to give back for all of their time they're taking out of their day to watch your videos, to comment on your videos, to be interactive with you. So always throw out there like a thank you giveaway. Just do nothing giveaway. Just comment below. Thank you for being here. And it's just a great way to connect to your audience as well. And then another way, of course, to grow your channel is to simply be active in social media. I am not always super active in social media. I do have an Instagram account. I do have a Facebook account. I do share when I remember to share, but I know that is all very time consuming. I don't take a lot of time to do the perfect Instagram picture and edit the picture properly, and that all takes a long time. But if you are looking to grow, I think Instagram is a great platform for scrapbooking. I think you link your channel on your, what is this called, on your profile. I don't even know, but I do know that it could bring, if you do like a sneak peek and then just say, by the way, I have a YouTube channel, go visit me there, and then you can see more in detail. That's a great way to get more views to your YouTube channel as well. And then if you are going to be opening a social media, be consistent, have the same name that you have on your YouTube channel. You don't want people to like remember a million different names just for you. Don't be like, okay, so this one has an underscore line, this one doesn't have an underscore line, or this one has 2 numbers, this one has 3. Be consistent, be one name, one brand. You are your own brand. So be consistent with the name. Sometimes people will find your project on Instagram and be like, oh, I wonder if she has a YouTube channel. And then what they will do is just basically type the name. And if it's a different name, then it's going to be a little bit hard to find. And I think it works both ways. If you're starting with the YouTube channel first and then you want to grow your Instagram, make sure that they are the same name. Okay, so then you have your channel active, you have learned how to connect to your audience, you know maybe a little bit about how to take a good photo and post it on your Instagram, and then you say, you know what, I am ready to be on a design team. You know, like you feel like you have built up your skills and that's what you want. And that's, I think, what we all crafters want. That is like the ultimate dream, to be able to have all these beautiful supplies for free. And not just that, but at the same time, they are sent to you before they're even on any store. I think that's the ultimate goal. And I have been blessed enough to be in a few design teams, and I honestly don't even know how it happened for me. But I mean, of course I know. What am I saying? But I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is I can give you some tips on how that came to be and how, looking back, what has worked for me. But at the time that I was going for design teams, I didn't really that wasn't like my goal when I opened my YouTube channel. I want to be on this design team. So again, looking back, when I opened my channel, I never imagined I would be even considered to be on any design team. So of course you can do it. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything, and you're still learning. We all start somewhere. I mean, I am still learning, and the thing that keeps me going is obviously consistency. I craft probably every day, not every day exactly, but it's always on my mind now. It's part of my life. Where before it was like, yeah, I'm gonna craft. My first album took me 3 months to do, so that hopefully will give you some motivation. But yeah, so as your YouTube channel grows, you're gonna have a lot of people who's gonna want to work with you, and it is important to know where you want to go. And it's important to know that you don't have to say yes to everything, because then on the long run, that could affect you negatively. Is that how you say that word? They could affect you in a negative way. So by saying yes to every opportunity you get, you are kind of closing your opportunity. Does that make any sense? It does. Let me explain to you why. As you there she is. As your channel grows, you're gonna have a lot of different brands try to work with you, and you really can't say, what is she doing? So as your YouTube channel grows, you are going to be asked to do some sponsorships. People are going to want to send you some supplies for you to try and play with. Here's Coco again. Oh, please don't spill my coffee. Okay, there she wants to stay here. So you are going to get a lot of people to want to send you something, and you do a review, which is great. If your goal is to be on a design team for, let's say, a larger brand, you really have to be careful who you are working with along the way. Because sometimes when you start working with too many, then you're gonna get saturated, and they're not gonna want to. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you start playing around with everything and you start sponsoring everybody, then it's gonna be very difficult, because when you apply to those design teams, you do actually apply. Very rarely you get invited to. You actually have to apply. You have to, send some type of work that you have done. But they also look at your social media. They also will go back and look at who have you worked with before, and actually they do ask for it. who have you collaborated with. Not that it has, they say it doesn't affect, but I'm pretty sure that they want to make sure that you fit the brand. So I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. They want to make sure that you just haven't exposed yourself way too much, and that you are still, someone that is fresh and new with new ideas. And so that's kind of what you want to look for. Now, if you have, let's say you have your top 3 companies that you want to work with in terms of you want to apply for design teams, I suggest you start doing your homework about what are the companies about, what type of projects they always put out there. And of course, you always have to stay true to yourself, but you also have to fit the brand, because when you apply, they're going to take into account how you represent the brand, and then how you incorporate your new fresh ideas to that brand. So learn about the brand, learn about the type of projects that they're probably going to be looking for, and then do that little twist that makes it you, and always be unique to you. So then you have to make yourself familiar to what they look for, familiar to their style. And then also what helped me was actually purchasing their paper lines. And for me, that was something that was, probably at the time, and still now, a little bit expensive. Paper crafting could be a very expensive hobby. So you could say it was, for me at least, a little bit of an investment to start working with the brands that I like, as I was basically buying my own supplies, because I want to make sure that when the time comes and they go back and look at my profiles, oh yes, she has worked with the brand. So what I did is I actually purchased their supplies, of course, because I was in love with the papers, and it's really hard to find sales sometimes, but always find ways. And sometimes you don't have to work with the newest that they come up with. You can purchase the ones that are on sale, because they're past collections. But then you start learning the brand, you start working with the products, and then when it's that time for you to apply to their design team, then they could see on your history, oh, she has worked with these and that, and I like that idea. And you just never know. And then I'm not saying marry the brand. You could do it with 2, 3, 4, whatever brands that you like. But for each one, try to learn a little bit about the brand, with a twist of your own concept as well, and then just put it there. And sooner or later, they are going to look at your profile. If you apply for the design team, they're going to look in your profile and see how you already have worked with their products. And they never say that you're required to do, don't get me wrong, you don't have to. You can apply to a design team without having to work. You can just show your skills on any paper. They do say that, but I think it really helps. So actually, for me, one time I didn't apply to a design team, and the brand contacted me because they saw on my profile that I have worked with them before, and they wanted to work with me. So that was, of course, very different from what I knew previously, but that was amazing. And that was, of course, thanks to all of you guys as well, because I think by you sharing and commenting and recommending, it just helped us achieve our goals like that. So you guys are, of course, the main blessing, your audience, connecting to the people who come back day after day. There she is again. I think I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I don't know what Coco wants. But so yeah, so be selective. I mean, of course, it's so exciting when opportunities come up. I'm not saying say no to everything, but do take the time to look them up, see what they're about, see what they do, see how they make their products, see if it's something that you want to represent, because you don't want to look back 2 years from now and feel like maybe that wasn't the best idea. So sometimes less is more in terms of achieving your your goals. So those are my tips for you guys. I hope that you enjoy this chatty video, and I want to thank you so much for being part of my channel, for being around, for your comments. That really means the world to me. Every time you guys leave me a like, that just goes a really long way, and I appreciate you so much. And if you want to create your own YouTube channel, please go for it. Don't be afraid. Nobody starts knowing. Nobody's ever comfortable talking to the camera. It's like you at the beginning are gonna feel like you're talking to the desk, you're talking to the wall. That's how I felt at first. But now when I record my videos, even if it's not a live video, I honestly feel like I'm talking to you guys. And once I make that video public, I can't wait to read your comments, see what you say. You know, it's just such an amazing feeling. So if that's something that you're looking to do, please go ahead and do it. Jump for it, go for it. Be creative, be yourself, and just have fun doing it. Don't stress about it. And share with me if you have recently opened a YouTube channel, and let me know on the comment section below. Maybe all of us can go visit and support your channel as well. And until next time, I hope you guys have a beautiful crafty week. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. So today we're gonna be talking all about how to start a YouTube channel, how to be on what? Wait, what are we talking about? To all of us creators, and this is how she Coco again. Also, yeah, don't have cats.
Using your GoPro thingy?
Can you not move it? I'm recording. Stop.
Hi.
It's not live.
Oh.
No.